Hey, this is Tuhon Aditya from LightHaven. Today we are going to be working on the building blocks of building offense and counter offense using double weapons, specifically in this case double stick or double sword. Before we begin, it's important to understand why we need these building blocks. Now don't worry, I'm going to be keeping the why short, but understanding the why is going to directly affect your ability to master double weapons. The first thing to understand is that when I am using double weapons, one of the easiest ways to use them efficiently and effectively is to find ways of coordinating both weapons, either by having one weapon following the other weapon, having the weapons cross each other, hitting different targets, or having a motion that combines your following and crossing motions. For the sake of this video, we're going to be focusing on the following motions that you can use regardless of whether you're using double stick, double knife, or even single stick, because remember, in our head we are always wielding dual weapons. Just the context of them changes depending on whether it's an edge or impact weapon, the length of the weapon, and the range you're fighting in. I'm going to be giving you 3 double stick combinations focusing on the following motion. And I'm also going to be giving you a way to practice this along with your footwork, or a drill that combines all 3 combinations as well as your footwork. Generally, when we start out in any of these combinations, we always start out with an angle 1, and that gets us to a position where one stick is loaded either here or here for a backhand strike, which will then be followed by a forehand strike, setting up the other side backhand strike and forehand strike. The first combination we're going to be doing is an angle 2 to an angle 1, an angle 2, angle 1, angle 2, angle 1. The next combination we're going to be working on is we're going to be loading around our hip in this medium load, or you can load by your elbow again in a slightly higher version of the medium load, and we're going to go angle 4 to angle 1, angle 4, angle 1, reverse diagonal, diagonal, reverse diagonal, diagonal, reverse diagonal, diagonal. And the third combination we're going to be working on is again can be from either this low cross load somewhere on your tricep or the medium load, it's really up to you, but we're hitting the knees, angle 1, hitting the knees, angle 1, low, high, low, high. So now we have 3 combinations that focus on attacking high, high, medium, high, low, high. Now let's combine all of this into one drill. For the sake of this drill, we're going to be using our ranging footwork. It's my go-to footwork, especially when I'm practicing any sort of basics on learning a new motion, or a new motion that requires a lot of coordination. So again, it's up to you whether you want to start from here, start with an angle 1, or whether you want to start from here. I'm going to do this so that you can see both ways. As I step out, I'm going to do angle 1, and now from here I'm going to go angle 2, angle 1, step out, angle 2, angle 1. Now hopefully you are familiar with ranging footwork, otherwise I'm going to leave a link to it down below. When we go into a forward triangle, I'm going to be doing the first combination, so angle 2, angle 1, angle 2, angle 1. When I'm going into my closed triangle or stepping back 45 degrees, I'm going to be going angle 4, angle 1, angle 4, angle 1. And when I'm going side on 90 degrees, I'm going to be going across the knees, angle 1, across the knees, angle 1. Now when you are going to the side, you can also sidestep, that's really up to you. So the whole drill looks like this, whether you start from here or from here. That's my angle 1 slash, setting up the drill. Angle 2, angle 1, angle 2, angle 1, angle 4, angle 1, angle 4, angle 1, across the knees, angle 1, across the knees, angle 1. Again, 2, 1, 2, 1, 4, 1, 4, 1, knees 1, across the knees 1. The first thing is to make sure your loading positions are correct. So when I'm doing the first combination, this is going to be my loading position near my tricep with the backhand, and my forehand is on my shoulder. For the angle 4, it's going to be a medium load or a high medium load somewhere around the hip or the elbow. And then for the last one, again for the horizontal strike, it can also again be down by a hip, and while the other hand's by on your shoulder, the angle 1's on your shoulder. The next thing to keep in mind is where the edge is. Now remember, where these finger knuckles, not the punchy knuckles, but where these knuckles are, so the edge of the blade is. So at all points, know where the edge of the blade is, and we are cutting in all of the strikes. So know where the edge of the blade is, and you're not slapping using the side of the blade or using the back of the blade in anything, although all of these combinations can be adapted for those purposes as well. The next thing is coordination between both the sticks as well as our footwork. So when I say both the sticks, essentially what I'm doing is I'm occupying center line with a strike, and then as I vacate center line, I don't want there to be a gap or an empty beat. I want to fill. So as one vacates, the other one fills. As one strike vacates, the other one should be filling. One is vacating, the other one is filling. So I don't want to give my opponent a chance to counterattack. I want to build sort of this barrage of offensive movement. And even if I just go angle 2, angle 1, angle 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, that's still a non-stop sort of combination that can, in theory, be go on for infinity. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked what you saw, if you learned from what you saw, please do like and share our video. Please do subscribe to the channel. If you have anything to add to the discussion, leave that in the comments down below. If you have any questions or requests for future videos, please also leave that in the comments down below. All of these things really do help out the school and the channel a lot. A huge thank you to all of our patrons. Thank you so much for your support. If you would like to know more about our Patreon channel, check out the link I'm going to leave in the description down below. Our online classes are up and running. Our residential program is up and running. To enroll for either of them, check out the email address I'm going to leave in the link in the description, down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and see you in the next video.